Hey Micro, hope you're doing well this Friday evening. It's midnight here, so I don't really know what I'm streaming, but I don't have any lectures or anything because it's the weekend tomorrow, so thought I might as well. Just working on this overlay thing. Which is going to be played by chat. We all know how well those go. Twitch plays. Well, it's not going to be for Twitch plays, but it's going to be for someone's channel. I just have to work out how I'm going to do this. Well, obviously, yes, of course. I don't know what I was saying there. Twitch plays Pokemon, I'm assuming, eventually succeeded. Yeah, I think I saw, the, name of the Pokemons were hilarious. Wasn't there a, thing, what was it? They got something, was it the Sylph Scope? Or was it like a Master Ball or something? I don't know, they got something as a prize, and then they just threw it away or something. Or they dropped it. Praise Helix. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Actually, that was a bad mistake. GIF. 360 no scope. Oh, I can't imagine how much time was spent just staring at that. But in all honesty, it was really cool, a really cool experiment, and I'm glad they did it. It's the power of the internet. Now I'm kind of wondering if they ever done something like a speedrunner plays, or if like they have, I don't know, a bunch of, say, 10 or 20 speedrunners who have to do something, who have to cooperate in a similar way. It'd be interesting. See what time they get. Obviously, you couldn't trust the internet with something like that. Why don't you go ahead and type angle? I'm curious to see what kind of distance you might get. Angle and then power. Doing it the other way around shouldn't work, hopefully. GDQs have had 2-player, 1-controller ones. Oh, I think I've seen those. They look pretty cool. 34 degrees, that's pretty good. What kind of power will you get? Oh, 30 meters. 4% power. That's... I mean, yesterday's, I think someone got 15 meters, so, you know, you could still win in that instance. Hopefully the, okay, you can try again. Hopefully the chat delays should just be enough that it's kind of RNG-ish. If it were going really slowly, then you'd probably be able to calculate it, but hopefully it's a bit of a challenge there. Okay, you got this. I believe in you. You want to get as close to 45, I guess. I'm going to take out the number at the end, but I think mathematically it's 45 degrees and 100% power. But you could still get quite far with a low angle if you have enough power. I think you're trying to account for the stream delay. I mean, it's a good tactic. I'm gonna take out the 11. It's not bad. If you have a good enough power, you could still get quite far. Gotta get those strats. The next part after this will be making the room scroll properly, and then I need to make it so that the bomb lands in the right place in the room. 147 meters. That's pretty good. You beat your last one by like 3 times. So I need to make it now scroll to the right place in the room, which is going to be challenging. Stream delay is rather hard to account for. That's good. It's RNG-ish. Harder than I expected. Yeah. It should make for some pretty interesting plays. So basically, I'm gonna get 4 people to compete with each other. The thing is like giveaways. Instead of just picking one person as a winner. Let me do a little math and then I'll hunt this down. Alright. The that reminds me, I might need to rework the formula. Currently I think I'm doing it right. I don't know. I don't actually know if I'm calculating it right, but I hope I am. You might need to take a look at it and tell me what you think. I was racking my brain for like a way to do it, and I think it's alright. So let's see. So basically, the way it's calculating it is, my math says I was doing this right. What was your maths? You mean you should have got further, or the stream delay? You should have got a higher score. I mean, higher power. If you get close to 45 and you get close to 100%, you do go quite far, so... Oh, 5.22 seconds delay, 1.73 per cycle. Interesting. Almost exactly 3 cycles between when I type and when it should trigger. Yes, I think... I don't know if there could be a problem with how I'm doing it. Why don't you try... I've got so this is the one where I haven't added the animations, because I might have made some changes. Maybe a Streamlabs delay. Oh, yes, there could be. I think there might be a slight delay in when it's processing the message, which not actually processing the message, but actually when it's comes through the although I'm not using Streamlabs for reading chat, It might just be for when it's doing a message. So this is the version with no animation, and because I feel like with maybe the animation, I don't know if it might be slightly off. Actually, oh, 48. That's pretty much perfect angle. Nice. Well, you got 271, you're improving. That was a really good angle though. I don't think I've come that close before actually. And I didn't even have any stream delay. Okay, you got this. I believe in you. $37, that's pretty good. It's just that power. 60, that's pretty good. You got pretty much halfway there. You're improving every time. That would probably be a winner. I don't think I've seen that many. Yeah, it's really random. Okay, well, that's, I guess, kind of stops people from trying to account for stream delay. Which, I guess, sucks for people who want to win, but, RNG. Bless RNG. Okay, so maybe that means I don't really need to make too many changes to the animation. RNGesus, indeed. Let's see. I'm gonna try and see if this will work. Actually, I think I might need to make this longer. I don't know. I think what I was doing was having it sort of in zones like this. I saw a Quadrilateral Cowboy was on sale recently. I think it was like 10% off. What usually happens during sales is more people are inclined to pick it up, which means more people play the story, which means more people play the workshop maps. So I guess in times where people aren't really playing it, it's kind of like the off season, if you know what I mean. So we'll see what we'll see if it picks up during I don't know, maybe the Easter sale, because more people usually play the maps around then. I look at the yes, more people to feed to the chaos. It's just kind of not, I don't know. Although I still got the remake of the Goes Gravity? No. Yes, Gravity Bone. No, not Gravity Bone. 30 Flights of Loving that I still need to work on. I just need to think of a puzzle. Hey, let's see. That'll scroll. So, angle, power, 121. And it scrolls all the way over there. I think I need to spread it out even more. I need to make this even longer. The puzzle is, there is no puzzle. Oh. That could be interesting. Just sort of go on a metaphysical journey. The puzzle is, you are the puzzle. Or the puzzle of the missing puzzle. The solution was there all along. I think I would need to be enlightened before I could create something like that. It's kind of like when people make really crazy puzzles, and it's like, well, they have to be super smart because you basically have to like reverse engineer the process. It's like with the portal puzzles, people who make those maps can be like super crazy. I'm gonna make this long. I'm gonna delete those. And I'm going to expand this. I have been thinking about making some non-puzzle maps, like mazes, that kind of thing, because there's a mechanic, well, it's not really a mechanic, but there's a tool that is the lamp, and the lantern, sorry, and it's never really used in the game. You kind of don't really need it anywhere, but it's kind of nice to have. So I was kind of thinking of creating like a dark maze kind of thing, where there's a, I don't know, small puzzle, or it could be like a horror story, or like a horror map. I don't know. There's quite a few things you could do that aren't directly Quadrilateral Cowboy related. I could start a survival puzzle genre. It's possible. I'm pretty sure those probably exist somewhere already. But maybe if I went... But maybe, I think those types of games are more survival based than puzzle based. So, Penumbra series. I think I've heard of that, but I'm not too familiar with the actual... I don't know if you've seen We Were Here. That's a pretty fun game. It's kind of like a like a puzzle, escape room type game. It's a co-op game. It's so basically it's free on Steam, and you basically pair up with someone, like a Steam friend or something, and you have to escape this place, and you have to solve puzzles and communicate. I was thinking Quadrilateral Cowboy is kind of like an escape the room game. That's kind of true. There's definitely elements of that. Or do you mean I could make something like that? That would be interesting. Instead of like breaking into a place, you're trying to break out, maybe. Because all of the puzzles are about breaking into places, or like buildings, or train carts, or whatever. But what if you had a puzzle where you had to break out? Like a escape prison type thing. That could be canon. Breaking out of a prison and then going to like the evidence room to recover your deck. You break out of your mind. Please, no. It's 12:30. My mind can't take this. So much thinking. Okay, angle. Okay, it's going. I just need to go to the right place now. No, I can't. My head. I'm not ready for this trip. It's everything is nothing. I'm pretty sure Kurt Vonnegut said that. Is that how you pronounce his name? His surname? Vonnegut? Vonnegut? Everything is nothing with a twist, and then nothing is everything. Yikes. This is a finding yourself stream. You are everywhere. My mind is literally exploding right now. I didn't expect this. How am I gonna test this? Okay, I need to get the most... Oh, new challenge for you. Try to get the lowest score possible. Free your mind. Okay. Yikes. I need you to get less than 250. 30 meters. Impressive. That's actually what I wanted that time, so thank you. If you can time it to get the lowest score, why don't you do the inverse? Okay, so 250 needs to appear over here, so I think this is minus 500. Let's move, so I'll minus 300. Oh no, okay. We're getting there. Minus 100. That reminds me, I still need to check if I could make a very crude version of battle tanks in Quadrilateral Cowboy. I just need to find a model of a tank. It would probably be the glitchiest map ever. Huh. I just had a thought. What if you make that level where there is no puzzle, you should fill the level with fake deep sounding quotes? That's not a bad idea. It'd be quite a good meditation type thing. You kind of just go around and listen to quotes. Oh, that reminds me, I was thinking of a very long time ago when I used to map in Portal. I was thinking of making a. Do you know what ASMR is? I'm assuming you know what ASMR is. It's kind of. It's like a thing on the internet, on YouTube. I was going to make a level with ASMR sounds, but because it would be like 3D audio, it would be like, an immersive game experience. And I couldn't believe that no one was doing this, I think if I just made a modern Portal where I just had like an empty room and then little like podiums with buttons or something, and then when you press them they could be like 3D sounds around you, and then you could walk around the sounds and all that. I was trying to like collaborate with people on YouTube, but no one seemed interested in doing it, so I just kind of never did it. But it's kind of still something that's in the back of my head that I'm thinking of doing at some point. It'd be like a museum. Well, not really a museum, like an art gallery, but with ASMR sounds that you could walk around, and then you could have it like. I always thought making 3D audio was a bit difficult. Yeah. I think what I was thinking was just having like point audio sources just in the world, or like in the level, and then you would walk around it, and it would kind of. I guess it wouldn't be real 3D. It'd be more like it's just coming from your left or right or whatever. I just had a thought with this level. If the person gets like 250 meters, it's going to be on this boundary. That means that I need to scroll it relative to however far the person goes. RIP. So I can't separate them out into zones, because currently I have Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, which is in between each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But if they get on a boundary, then it's only going to scroll to this, and then I need it to be centered, so I'm probably going to have to calculate it relatively. But I need to know how far something is first. Well, actually, let's just test it. I don't like maths. Why? Function, find zone. I can't do if distance. No. I didn't really take maths past A level. Actually, no, I didn't do maths for A level, because my undergrad was more biology based. Well, I ended up needing maths anyway for statistics, but that was fairly doable. All the hardcore maths, no, probably not best not. Okay, so we have to calculate. So can I don't need to define. Actually, I will anyway. 2 plus 2 is 3, 4. It's 4. It's definitely, I think it's definitely 4. Or is it 22? Are those strings? Are those integers? I can't, is this a trick question? The answer... Oh, right. How could I get that wrong? I'll remember that. So... I'll just call it, var. I need a variable name. Those were large values of 2. Oh, right. So the 2 was actually, 2.5. I see. They do look kind of big now that you mention it. Micro value. Okay, let's call it micro value. Micro 500 value. You will be the value that we will be moving to. And it will equal, so the distance, well, this is where I need to... You hope you're ready for what? Oh, for being a variable. I think you'll do fine. Just try not to crash anything, and that'll be all good. You can have, you can have numbers and variables, so I think you'll be fine. What's this? What's what? I found a Windows folder. No, just leave that alone. Don't delete it. I kind of need that. And actually, I think this isn't even my computer, so I think the university would like to keep that. And as long as you can go, as long as you don't delete anything. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Right. How far out is this? What did I make the center of this thing? I made it over here. So, do I have rulers? I do. And I can make these. Nice. It needs administrative rights. I think I'll just pretend I didn't read that, and yes. I mean, no. I mean, I don't even know what you just said, so... What is this at? How far does this zoom in? 2000%. Yikes. 1296. I have a calculator here, thankfully. I was using the... No, don't do that. Bad micro. You should be helping, not deleting and rebooting everything. Don't make me make it micro 5. I'll make it micro 5. Micro 5 value. Or macro. Macro 005. That could be your other variable. 1296 and... Oh, I'm never gonna score 0. You thought you were helping? Well, I don't know what your definition of help is. I'm sure you had the best of intentions. You just might need to work on your tact or approach. Let's do that actually. So micro 500 value will equal what the distance is, and then x will be moved to that value. Okay, let's hope that you work. Sweet. Think. Hang on, I didn't see that. Let me do it again. Let me try and get a high power. 740. Okay. So it goes to 740, which is apparently there. Do I need to... I can't see what that value is. You know what? Console output these things so I can see. Actually, output that first. Well, actually that's the same thing. Can I output what the actual thing is? Output the X value of root room. Okay. Oh, I can't read X. 752, right. Well, okay, let's try this then. Micro 500 value is distance. Apparently it was going to like here. Where was it going to? Like here. Which is here. So I need to make it go all the way over here. Found images. Ooh, images. Power angle curve. Oh god, math. I might need an explanation. This looks similar. Oh, I think I've done phases in I'm currently doing phase angled stuff in what do you call it? Wireless networks. Okay, that's rotation. Okay. That's, well, the rotation looks right. Power angle, I found those words. Oh. The power angle. I see. What is a power angle? Now I'm intrigued. Oh, there's your image. I think it's to do with something. This looks familiar for some reason. Probably to do with, I don't know, I'm not an engineer, so I've definitely seen something similar in a class I've been doing. I think that's why I got thrown off. I can see that you were definitely trying to help there though. 750 is, okay, let me divide that then. I just need a rough estimate. About 4, okay. Let's times, so micro 500 value is distance times 4 and then move to that. This is going to fail again. And it goes backwards. That plus the position of 0. How do you mean? Why did it go backwards? What's the distance there was... I can't read that. 427. 427 times 4 is 1708. So apparently an x value of 1700... Oh, it's got to be minus. Okay, makes sense. Let's quickly try this. I've got so many of these tabs open, I keep forgetting to close them. Wow, thank you. It went to 500! It's 513 meters. I think we're making progress. Making progress. It's obviously not going to be centered, but that doesn't really matter, as long as it's kind of like in the center-ish of the screen. And actually, okay, let's try that again. Angle. Okay. Go ahead and power it up. 57. It's not a bad number. 300. Does that look like 337? I think it would be. If 250 is over here, 500 would be about here. So this would be, I guess, 300-ish territory. I've made it so that 250 will appear. If this is close over here, then the width should be 250. You were saying it wouldn't be centered. Yes, so... But I don't know if this will be 300. I probably need to add more text things. So actually let me do that real quick. Oh god. Okay, I know what I can do actually. If I just move... Why not make it centered? Because that would involve doing lots of maths to find out what the actual proportion is. And I've literally just times it by 4. You might be about that maths life, but I've been wrecked. I don't even know if the formula for calculating distance is right. I think, well, all I have so far is, as long as you're close to 45 and you have 100% power, you should go the max distance. Which is this. But then if the angle is above 45, so start position at 250 minus position at 0, divide 250 times distance, position at 0. I can see what you're doing with that. So you would find the center. Okay, let's give... I guess we could give that a go. The problem that I mostly have is this isn't like I've moved the center to over here, I think, which is what's throwing me off. Oh god, what have I done? I just did something. I moved a thing. Oh, never mind. I don't know what the position at 250 is. Like, if I tell it to move to this... Okay, actually, I think we can calculate this. I'm assuming this is 0. So, at 0, it's 1296. And then, at 250... I'll assume that the start of the text box is... I'll make that 0. I'm basically just trying to have it off screen so that the numbers don't appear. So let's say this is 250. That's... we'll call that 2642. So the relative distance, and the lights just turned off. 2642 is 1346. So that would be... oh, I need to minus 1346 to get to that. Minus because we have to go the opposite direction. Position at 250, which I think is... zero is... wait, no, that's wrong. Position is this. Well, I know what the value is, but I'll just put them in. I don't know if this will be right because of how it's calculating. How I've moved the centers of the thingies. Position at 0. Does that look right? Okay. Let's give it a go then. I'll micromath. And then, so once you've calculated that, move to micro value. Try print out the value of... okay, we'll do that. And do that instead of find zone and distance. We'll do just well, distance will show up on the screen, but I'll print it anyway. And just to be extra clear, Okay. Well, here we go. If you would like to test out your formula, or your own function, which is named after you. Well, where does Micromath get run? It gets run. Oops. Okay, it gets run after you've typed in the power. Five. What's the values? Distance was 5. Micro 500 was calculated to be 1300 or 1000. Interesting. See, I think it's because of just how weird the is that a relative number? Well, I think, well, let's check. Where is 1322 in your editor? That's the problem. Because I've off-put the center. The center... So this is the screen. And then I need to move this room. Except I moved the center to be here so that it would kind of be relative, because I thought that would help. I thought it would help. I couldn't really think of any other way to do it. There's no like camera thing. So I'm kind of just moving the entire room. And then I put these random things in the background because I didn't have the number. What's the current center of your room when the game starts? That's a good question. I guess it would be minus... Oh, well actually it's up here. Apparently it's minus 36, but I don't know because apparently the numbers are pretty crazy. The width is this amount. 8,000. Recently, when I've been setting the X value, it's been pretty inconsistent. So I've had to manually calibrate the values every time, which is sad. It used to work, so maybe it's just that I'm doing something wrong. I don't know if there's a way to get current X value. That's no, I didn't want that. Symbol. Well, this is what do you call it? Animate. So I don't know if I tried outputting. Or try reading X. Oh, hang on. Animate. Well, I think it's easel.js. It should have the X value. The X. No. It's a symbol. No. What's the width of your viewport? This should be 1280 by 720, if that's what you mean. The window itself. It's not easel.js. How do I... Maybe it's right. So do that value you calculated. Subtract minus 640. You mean here? Oh wait, the entire value, right. So plus 12, 9, oh right, okay. Well, I could just calculate that, I guess. Let's see. That'll be 656. Let's see. My brain is kind of fried right now. It's worth a go. Wait, it did power twice. I don't know if that matters. Oh no, I think it just sent it to the same place. Okay, well, let's keep that, because I think you could be onto something. I want to quickly try more of the times 4 thing, because I feel like, I don't know if that was going into the right place, but it was definitely going somewhere. I just needed to add more markers. I mean, I didn't use I rounded it down to 4. The exact value was something like 4.2 something something something. I think it's just how weird my setup is. I don't think I think you would be right under normal circumstances, but it's probably just because of how I've centered everything, or like offset everything, if that makes sense. Where did you get that for? I estimated it from this. So, oh, if only I hadn't deleted the thing. I divided something by something. I like estimated how far away off 5 I was, and then I divided that by the 1296. Maybe if I continue doing this and then I add more numbers, it could get a we could calibrate it further, and I could change the 4 to something more exact, and that might center it. Let's try. I need to get these markers into place though, these guides. Can I see that formula? Yeah. Oh, I can zoom in. Do I need to be separating these out? Maybe. Do you think that would help? What's BODMAS again? Multiplication comes. Well, multiplication comes before addition. So that would be right anyway. That'd be fine. I go to text, I think. No, I'm right. Maybe if I make it 4.2, I do remember it was 4 point something, 4.2, oops. And it could be even closer, who knows. I need to have more of these market things down. But I could draw lines. Okay, so let me note down these values. Notepad, please. Where are you? That is... That looks like... 1281. Uh, 2642. Four 4003. And 4364. That's definitely... Wait, I think we need to break out Excel. Excel is just one giant calculator. Copy these, paste those. Equal differences, can I do that? Equal this minus this. Four, 3, 6, 4 comes right. Oh right, yeah, my bad. I think I mistyped that. 5, 3, 6, 4. No wonder it was showing up weirdly. Thanks for that. I was about to wonder why it was... Okay, so that's good. I think that's the value of the text box as well, isn't it? Can I see that? Yes, width is 1360. Or almost 1, because it's 0.95. Okay, that's good to know. So if I take the width... Oh, I could have just done this. Why did I not think of that? I could have just divided... Wait, I need to line this up. Is that lined up? That's lined up. So if I divide that by 250, that should equal 1 segment. Well, let me do it on my calculator so I don't make it go tiny. 1361 divided by 250 times 100. So it would be 544.4. That should be 100. Wait, so maybe I could do it in 100 segments then. So 100 would be here. Oops. Oh, I can't. Where? I think doing it in 100 would probably be better actually. Or I can just put it lower. And then I should just be able to copy paste this, right? So this would be 200. Is there a... Oh, I can't. Never mind. Ugh. The paste in place, option is pretty finicky. I have to press a lot of controls at once. This looks right so far. Okay, yeah. So 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. I'll just do this for the sake of sakes. Well, let's see then. It's still not completely... I should probably put like... Can I do that? I think I can do that. Well, at least we have a bit of a... I'm basically making a giant ruler. And the lights keep turning off. Okay. Well, let's give it a go and see. Angle... Power. Gotta get those P-Wars. P-Wars. 733. So it's slightly offset. It's not gonna be perfectly centered. I guess I could offset it if I plus a value, right? So I could times 4 and add something maybe? Or do you think I should try timesing it by a more accurate value? I mean, as long as it's... Since 1261 divided 250 equals 5.4. Wait, the 1361 value is the value of the text box, right? Okay, well let's try timesing by 5.4 then. We'll see what happens. It might nudge it up to the center. So each meter should be 5.4444 pixels, right? Okay. Yeah, I think maybe. Let's see. Angle. I'll wait for you this time. If you type it correctly. 404 meters. Huh. Now it's kind of offset by 100 meters or so. I have no idea what it's doing, to be honest. Try it? Okay. Oh, rip. 28 meters. I need to get a better ruler, first of all. Well, 28 would be down here somewhere. Now subtract 640 from the final position. Okay. So this minus 640. Is that what you mean? You could be right. Yeah, I think it really pretty much just is. Oh, I think you could be onto something. That looks about like 562, 560. Okay, let's try it again, because data samples and all that. Angle. Let's try and get a really low distance and see if it centers to that. 124. Yeah, that kind of looks about right. Wouldn't you say? It looks more right than previous attempts. It's definitely a lot more centered than it was before. Okay, so yeah, now longer distance, and we'll see if... I'll give you an attempt. Oh, that's a good... I might have to... Oh, I'll let you have a go. I could always force it to be on a value. $669. That looks about right. 670. I think this is definitely one to stick with. As long as it's like within, you know, the focus of the screen. Just so that they can see. Still slightly off. It's still a lot more correct. I mean, technically it should, we would want it to be slightly further up, because I still need to animate the bomb coming in and then falling. But I don't know. I'll try again. $32. $256. That's definitely in the right zone, at least. I suppose I would... actually, come to think of it, I think you're probably right. I probably do need to have a set value for where the bomb is going to fall, because if two people get very close values, then obviously it does matter which one appears, like where. But I haven't got around to creating that yet. And that's just gonna be more drawing, right? I should probably have like a line on the center of the screen that shows where the center is and then what it's lining up with, because then that wouldn't move. Can I do that? Make it red, because why not? And I'll actually make it a symbol, but I'll call it line, and I'll probably delete it later. And I will align it to the center of the stage. I don't know what this is actually going to achieve. That's a pretty good power. I don't think this is going to be right. Keeping in mind that the actual thing will be on the side. Actually, let me do that real quick. I can do that. Let me duplicate this. We'll call it line 2. Let me just add these in. I was meaning to do this, but I for some reason just didn't do it. I'll make these yellow just so they stand out. You think that looks right? Let's see. Wait, copy, paste. I wish there was a smart paste where I could just send it across. Is there a smart paste? Oh, it's paste special. Oh no, it's not. Right. I could have sworn there was an advanced paste where I can paste it X amount of times and it'll go I can set it to like a certain number of pixels across or whatever, and then just paste that. Paste, edit X. I guess that works. Oh yeah. The snapping is useful. But I'd probably do what you suggested if it didn't. Oops. Just double check that I didn't. Okay. I thought I had double pasted. Okay, let's see. Angle. I guess it doesn't matter too much about how far it goes. Power. 71. That looks about right, I think. $60, like 50 would be around here. 60, 70, 80, 90. With the lines in, I think it's probably easier to. Oh, that's a good power. That's a good angle. 467. Why can't it just land on like 500 or something? Why does it have to be so complicated? You know what? I think let's if we mess with, I think it looks pretty good as well. We could feed it the distance value and see if it ends up where we want it to. So find zone, if we say distance, let me copy paste this. We'll say it goes 500 and see if it lands, if the lines line up. So it doesn't matter what I type should hopefully go to 500. Uh, it's pretty much lined up, I guess. Slightly off, but I don't think that matters too much. Let me try 600. O? What's O? Huh. Add 33.60 to the value. Oh no. Oh yes, because that's slightly off. I don't know what it could be. It's definitely very close though. Maybe... do we have an absolute value for this? What did you say it was? Because actually the text boxes rounded it up. It's try 1000. Oh yeah, 44444. Okay. How many extra forts? 2 more forts. Which is almost 5.45, so that could make a difference. Okay, so this should land on 600. Ha! It's overshooting. That's weird. Hang on. Try a different value now, like 700 or 500. Okay. Let's try 700. Still going ahead a bit. I just want to quickly try. I don't think this will make too much of a difference, but I want to see. Has it confirmed your suspicions? Remove 33. What from this? Okay. I'll just minus it again. And I'll set that back to that. Okay, so it should go to 700. Huh. Other way? Okay, yeah. It looked like it was being doubled, so I'm guessing. Okay, angle, power. Ha! What's it doing? Where did you get that value from? Let me try something less. Go back to the editor and click on the background. That's that. The width is 8159.2. Oh, this value. Okay, I think I see what you're getting at. Huh. Let me try minusing it. I've got to wait a bit because it doesn't let me recompiling straight away. Okay. Also, where is the center? The center. Oh, the. Right. Yes, the center is. Oh, it's not on a. I wonder if I need to change that. Because the line is slightly visible there. Yeah, the center's there. It's not on a line. Does it need to be on the 0 line? I wonder if... What if I move the thing? No, it doesn't change. It looks to be 1281 and 356. How far from the 0 line is it? Actually, I think it's on the 0 line. I was looking at the wrong line. I think it's on the 0 line. It should be. It's definitely... Maybe we just need to keep experimenting with values. My worry is that it's going to work for one half of it and it's not going to work on the other half. Okay, what if we make it 0 then? See where it goes. And we'll try and we'll go from there. So this should be nothing, which I don't think is actually possible, but... You put your red line in the center of the viewport, yes. It's the... This isn't touched by anything. It's... X is 640, which is half of the viewport. 1280. And this appears here. So I'm guessing I need to minus more. I wonder. No. You need to add more there so it moves further. Oh right, because it's already minus. Let me quickly try this. I think I'm confusing myself now. Okay, so it's definitely going past, so plus... let me go back to that original value but plus it. And it glitched because I compiled too quickly. Okay. Huh. It seems like it's going over by half. What if we half that? 18.3. Oh, getting closer. Getting closer. Okay, I want to see... Okay, actually if we can center it on if we can center it on this line, then if we send it to 1000 and if it still overshoots, then something's definitely wrong. Where is this value coming from? Which value? It could be this. I'm waiting. Where is the 0 line? The 0 line is 1281. I think. I don't know, actually. Because apparently this scale isn't relative or whatever. I have no idea. I'm gonna try and calibrate it and make it go to 0, and then send it to 1000 and see if it's still doing the thing. What? Oh, we're getting so close. Wait, do I need to actually add anything? Is this just gonna keep halving until it becomes 0? It better not be. What? What the hell? I thought we tried 0 as well. Add 1. Is that? I think it's pretty much on it. I don't see any yellow. Unless you can see it. Is that not on? Well, because the yellow line is at 181-ish. And you need to move it to see. Okay. Well, let's see. If I add 1, then wouldn't it go to 6439? What do you mean -1? Left or right? Although it looked on-center to me, so we'll see if there's any more yellow. I'll go with 641. We'll see. Twitch is cucking you. Angle. Where's the text box? I see yellow. I think we're okay with not adding anything. I don't know why, but it works. I think the line is the yellow line is on where I've put the center. So that's the relative 0 for that thing. I don't know why. Well, if it works. Okay, well, let's see. If we send it to 1000, hopefully it will align with 1000. And I've got so many tabs open. Okay. Here we go. If you'd like to do power, it's not going to matter what power it is, but please be 1,000. Oh, it's beautiful. So beautiful. It went to 1,000. We did it, Twitch. I still don't know how exactly it's working, but it works. So I'm overjoyed. Okay, so if we have it as the normal distance, I'm deleting this old one. Twitch plays game development. So true. Okay, you can do this one. So this should definitely be centered. When the final version is up, you should definitely come and have a go. Power, okay. I believe in you. You've come so far. Oh, 235, and that looks pretty much on point. So this means that we now have, so the micro 500 value, I think I'm just gonna leave it that for your namesake. We did do it. Thank you so much for your help. I don't think it's such a weird like thing though, like how, I don't know, it's just, I don't think I'm gonna remember how he came to that value. It was something like, what, you divided the value of the text box, divide by 250. Yeah, so 1361 divided by 250 was 5.444. Actually, I'm gonna write that down because it'd be cool to remember it in case I come across this thing in the future. Just put it in your calculation. How do you mean? Self-documenting code for the win. I do like leaving my comments. Why do I need to keep that? Oh, right. I got it. Yeah. These things. It's so weird. Actually, you know what? It'd be interesting to see what the value of Micro 500 is. I don't think I made it print that. I don't think we've seen that yet. Let's make it go back to 0. It will be pixel position minus 640. Interesting. So if you just add 640 to the value you're about to see, you'll get the pixel value in your editor. 640. Huh. Oh wait, well, yeah, of course, duh, because you're timesing by 0. So it's moving to that. I think you should rename yourself to Math 500. Well, I'm just going to type down what you wrote because I feel like I'm going to need that in the future. Although, I'll probably upload these to YouTube like I have been doing. So, that will be a good reference point. And, as actual code, oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, right. So that, for readability, I got what you mean. That's kind of what I do up here with all of my stuff. I like set distances and things and try and, so that when you're reading through it, it just kind of makes sense. I'll definitely do that. It's the magician guy. I haven't seen him for ages. He used to be quite popular on British TV. Okay, let's do that. So that would be... Alright, I'll see you in a bit. I should probably go soon anyway. It's 2 AM. Rip. I'll just paste in these values as well to be on the safe side. Oops. So value of so distance so I can minus that. Well, let me type this out first. And then this will be its own thing. Two, 6, and 6 minus 1. You could even do pixels per meter equals position 250 minus position 0. Oh, isn't that what you did for the things? The one that I had here. Wait, so why didn't this work? Because this looks... Wait, position 250 minus position 0. That's 2596 minus 1281. That's 1315. But the value of the size of the text box is... We had plus 656 instead of minus. Huh. Wait, can you clarify what you meant by the position 250 minus position 0? Because that gives me 1315. And then you said 2642. Oh, did I get it wrong? Oh, right, that's why I got it wrong. I should have seen. I was just copy pasting from. Not copy pasting, writing it from chat. 2642. Yes, that's right. Okay, so now I get 13. Yeah, okay. So pos 250 minus pos 0, and then divide this by 250, so that gives me the 5.444 value, and wrap that minus 640. Pixels per meter, distance. Oh right. The pos 250 minus. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll make that one whole value because I'm cramming too many things into one thing. So actually, let me do that. And actually I'll space out these because okay, I can get rid of some of these brackets. Distance times pixels per meter. Is that right? I think that's right. So this gives me that value. So that's 5.444 pixels is a meter times the distance minus that. That's pretty much what this is. Distance. Huh. I'm gonna substitute that and then comment this out just for the original. Just had a cool idea for a level design. Quadrilateral cable, do you mean? Let's hear it. You should definitely start making your own levels if you have time. That'd be pretty sick, as they say. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a quick test, and we'll call distance 500. Yep, still works. Sweet. Start in a room overlooking a bunch of moving things. You leave the room and go through several rooms full of puzzles that move the pieces in that main room. Huh. That sounds interesting. Start in a room overlooking a bunch of... Yeah. When you finish and wrap around to the starting room and stand in the right spot, the moving pieces reveal the answer to unlock the final door. Huh. I like that idea. Or it could be like a set of like a lock, if you know what I mean. Wait, do I have paint? Like, you know, when you're in a lock, you have to press like make all the tumblers go into the right place. It could just be like a massive lock. Like this, but then you have like multiple layers. That's like this. And then, I don't know, something like that. They all align to draw something. Ah, I see. That tells you the answer to the final puzzle. I can see it trying to put in something metaphysical here, some kind of philosophical answer. It could be like those illusions where when all the things line up, they like spell something out. Like a code. Maybe like a code for the door. It could be, or like all the moving bits have like random numbers in them or something, and then when they line up, there's just like one code. I don't know, something like that. That's a really cool idea though. And it might actually not be that difficult because of the way you said, with all the puzzles like in separate rooms. So it could be like segmented. And that would be pretty interesting to build. I wouldn't need to worry about having like a bunch of, or just like one really difficult puzzle. I could make some fairly nice puzzles. That won't be too time consuming. Segmented and inner circles, so you end up back in the starting room. Huh. Well, unfortunately Dark Radiant doesn't really like circular things, but it could definitely be something like an octagon. Like an octagon room. Or like a octagon structure that's like this. And then the main room could be like there. And then go like this. Now I'd have to come up with 8 separate puzzles, but that doesn't sound too bad. It could be like increasing difficulty or something. Start off like really simple. I think that could definitely be an interesting stream, just having something like make each room a smaller version of this. Oh no. And each of those an even smaller version in each of those. So just fractals, just never ending. Just like have octagons inside octagons. So just like be in a loop here, and then in a loop here, and it's already dropped off the screen. So Fractal Cowboy. Yikes. That sounds like a mind trick. Oh god, can you imagine? Because then you basically have 8 endless paths. And then the plot twist is once you finish this, it's just inside another octagon. That's like up here. Yikes. The solution is accepting your defeat. Yes. And then quitting the game. You win by not winning. You win by hanging your head in shame. These yellow lines are so pretty that I don't want to take them out now. I'm gonna make a backup of this, because I know it's gonna go wrong again in the future. Or, I'm gonna need... Okay, well, I know where it's scrolling to now, so that's good. And all I need to do is make the bomb fly in and then down, which I think should be doable. I'm gonna leave the lines in for now. It'll be like a debugging thing. I don't think I'll take them out actually. I might just try and hide them or something. Or send them to a layer on the back. But thank you for that, Micro. You've been really helpful, and I appreciate you sticking around to help me with this. You know your math very well. Even though in the UK it's maths with an S. I've always wondered why in America they don't have an S on their math. Why math? Maths. I've always known it as maths. Math. I'll take that out. Actually, I'll leave that in. Okay. So, catapult throws, it finds the thing, it does that after a second, so it waits for the bomb to exit the view, because I don't want to use the same bomb. I think the last thing I'll do before I head off is quickly try to get the bomb to fly in and down, and hopefully land in the right place. So I do have bomb small here, so I can use that. I'll probably redraw it or make a new symbol for it, but I'll keep that for now. And also I need to make this scroll off the screen when the room moves. But that's called catapult, so that should be fine. When the room moves is here. So I'll put that down here. Move the room. Move the catapult as well. This game is the bomb. Wow, I should time you out for that. If you hadn't helped so much. Although, the original name of the game, so you've seen my other game was, the one with the 3 doors. Have you played that one? I should get you to play that. I don't think you've seen how it works. Or I don't think you've seen the actual game. You said you came in and you said you were confused. Wait, I think I have it here, so I don't need to recompile it. Oh no, it's on my memory stick. dist. So I didn't know this because I was trying to think of a title, but the game is in America. There's a game show called Let's Make a Deal, but in the UK we don't have anything like that. So I was struggling to find like a name. But then I came across that after I googled it, so I called it Let's Make a Llama. But originally it was going to be reversed, so it was going to be called Let's Make a Bomb. But then after a few seconds of thinking, I was like, yes, that's right, the Monty Hall problem. The one where the game show host you have 3 doors, and then you basically have to find the prize. That's an interesting problem. Isn't that where he opens the door and he shows you something like a cabbage or something? That's how you get bombs. Yeah, and that's why I had to change it. I called it Let's Make a Llama instead. And I put the bomb on this one. Oh. I'm not gonna play twice, but it's just because we don't have a third person. So let's see if you can. No, you don't need to add yourself. I already added you. The bot will. Actually, the bot, for some reason, AnkBot uncapitalizes things, which is annoying. Okay, so basically, there are 3 doors, and you have to open a door and get points. Okay, so llama is 1 point, golden llama is 3 points, bomb is -2, so good luck. And there's a prompt on the bottom that when it pops up you can type 1, 2 or 3. So that'll just be the timing. And no, 4 won't work. And neither will square root of 9 or whatever. Oh! Golden llama, 3 points. Nicely done. One thing I did encounter was that people couldn't type the same number in. Like, they couldn't type 1 again without Twitch telling them that they already sent that message. So I think when I update this, I'm going to pass the message so that they can type 1 and then anything in front of that, like I don't know, 1 ASDF. Yeah, like 3 go. Currently that doesn't work yet because I haven't I haven't cut up the message. 5 points, not too bad. The workaround at the moment is that they have to type in something like just a random message, and then if they want to pick the same thing again. Nothing there. You haven't encountered a bomb yet. And 2. I think you typed that in too quickly. He was closing the door. Okay. Nice. 5 points. So yes, that's basically how that works. The game works. It's the only problem that I found. Well, it's not really a problem. It's just that it does take a while. Whereas new record. Sweet. Whereas this one, well, you only need 2 commands per person, so it's much less time consuming. So yes, that is that. But I need to make sure that I don't call this Let's Make a Bomb. I do need to come up with a new title, something like, I don't know, Let's Throw Bombs, or I was thinking Bomb Toss. That kind of sounds, I don't know, it sounds a bit rude for some reason. Okay, so I want this to move, right? when the room moves. Let's throw bombs. I hear Twitch calling. Yeah. Anything that's let's verb, insert verb, bombs is probably not a good idea. To be honest, maybe even having bomb in the title is probably not a good idea either. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We shall see. I'll make this move relative. I don't know. How should I do this? Oh, you know what I just thought? I need to group them. Oh, but that's gonna make everything so complicated. You know what? I think I'll move it relative. I mean, I'll just move it on its own for now. Minus 400. We'll call it minus 400. Actually, minus 500 is a good value. I'm gonna quickly test this, and I want to make sure to call this distance. Oh, it moves the same. Wait, why is the bomb still there? Oh, because the bomb... Right. Well, how am I gonna do this? Basically, when I animate this, I throw the bomb off screen. Oh, I know. I'll just, make it disappear. Because that bomb is tied to that catapult. I need to animate a separate bomb. So, that's why I wait a second before calculating the thing. But I can't do that. Oh, I know. We'll hide the bomb after a second. So we'll do bomb alpha 0. But wait. What's 0.2 plus 0.5? Well, I'll just wait. We'll hide the bomb. Yikes. I'm not gonna get banned, am I? I'm hardly even... I don't even consider myself a streamer, so... I mean, we'll hide the graphic of the bomb. Not an actual bomb. Just for clarification. If any admins are watching. Which, in case they are, hello! Okay, so this should hide... I can't be in a complex. It's too late! You've already helped me scroll to the right place to place the bomb. You've literally helped me calculate the formula for placing a bomb in this room. So, yep. You may as well go all the way and let me plant it now. You put a failsafe in. Right. Oh. Because you're the variable. Right. If they get a value of 2000. Uh-oh. Are you about to suggest what I think you're about to suggest? Double checking this. It disappeared. The bomb disappeared. So now I can make it the new one come in. Wait. I don't think it actually went that far. Let me try again. Maybe the reason why it didn't scroll to it was because... I need to get a good value. That's not too bad. Okay, it disappeared. That's right. And I've been saying bomb all stream. I'll be fine. I think. Probably. No one's gonna know. Don't make me try and silence you. I know people, okay? I know people. Now, let's... Phrasing. Let's place this cartoon bomb somewhere. It's not even lit. Okay? This is like a thing. You're launching bombs all over the place. And you just noticed, huh? You just noticed. Yes, I'm basically... Oh, wow. I have no words. You've made me feel many emotions today. So this will come in like this. It'll come down on this red line. So technically I don't even need to set the location. I just need to have it up here and then just make it go to the center. But I think I'll make it move to your value anyway. Just in case something breaks, it'll at least try and go to the center of the room. I'm tempted to give this a very dangerous sounding function name like place bomb, but I think that might actually get me banned. That is probably not a very good function name. Someone might come in and they might think that I'm actually writing some kind of, I don't know, instructions for placing certain devices. We'll call it... Actually, I'm just... I don't know. You know what, I'm gonna change find zone because I'm not actually finding zone. I'm gonna call it micro 500. Because in the old one I was calculating what the zone was. Actually I can delete that. I don't have zones anymore. I'll call this function anim bomb. And I will do something I'm probably going to try and do, not right now, but when I come to editing this or improving it, I will probably say that if the distance is, I don't know, greater than 500, I'll have a separate function for giving it more time to move. Or actually, yeah. Or I can make it relative. It's just that if it doesn't move very far, if it doesn't shoot very far, then obviously it takes a second to move, not a very great distance. But obviously if it goes very far, then it takes a second to go all the way over there, and it's kind of just like a blur. So having a relative time will probably make it look less sickening if it goes far, you know. And that's this value. So basically I could just do, or just a simple, I could probably add that now, actually. It's 2:30, so I should probably head off at before 3 at least. But that shouldn't take long, but more maths. Var time to move. So we'll say assuming, well, the whole distance is 1,000, right? Divide by, it depends how long, what the max amount of time is that I'm willing to allow. So to calibrate that, let us make the distance 1,000, and we'll say we'll move the room by 5 seconds. No, that's a bit much. 3 seconds. So this should go to 1,000. Okay, that's not too bad. How much was that? 3 seconds. Right, so bar time to move equals... so... if it's 3 seconds to move the max value, then... what do I want to do for 1? Wait, it will just be... that would be 0.3. That's probably not what I want. I want it to take a second regardless, so... maybe it could just be extra time. And... yeah, okay. That works. And then whatever distance it moves, say 1,000. Divide by... huh, how do I want to do this? Distance is 1,000 times... 3,000, no. Well, the +1 would go in the end. Alright. $3,000, 1,000, or if it was 500, divide 3. I could just do 1.5. That could work. Zero. My brain is completely fried right now. I can't think straight. What am I even trying to achieve here? Math and science equals magic. And headaches. Math and science equals magic and headaches. I think 3 is a bad number to work with. I don't like it. I'm gonna make it 4. Magical headaches. Mm-hmm. I'm currently just punching a random numbers into my calculator and seeing what will stick. Okay, I think I have something. Let's do this. So, the distance times max number of seconds, which I'll say is 4, divide by max distance that would move, 1000 plus 1, which is the minimum number of seconds that it could move. Otherwise, if the distance was 0, then it would take 0 seconds to move, and I need it to take at least 1 second so that we can quote-unquote hide the bomb. So a distance of 500 would give a time to move of 3.5 seconds. Actually, that might be a bit excessive. I can lower it to 2. Wait. So 1000 would make that 3 seconds. Okay, that's actually what I wanted, so let's do that. And a distance of 0 would be 1 second. 10 meters would be 1.2 seconds. 1.02. Okay, that sounds about right. 100 meters is 1.2 seconds. Okay, it seems to be semi-scaling correctly, but we shall see. Make time to move this and this. So it should hopefully be somewhat relative now. Okay. That seems to be fine. Wait. Okay, yeah, because it's 1000. I need to make that distance. Hopefully I mathed correctly. Yay! It did it! So if I get a really bad angle and a really bad power, should still take a second to move there. Nice, nice. And if I go really far, then it should take longer to move there. Okay, you can... Oh! I noticed the bomb kind of went into the ground when you throw it. And that's because the bomb is tied to the thing when you... It's tied to... Oh, why is it still doing that? You're making it go really fast. It's because you're resetting the interval and it stopped listening. Okay, I'm just glad that I stopped outputting the console output. You know how fast you're making that move right now? It's literally iterating through from 0 to... Oh god. This stick thing is going out of control as well. Look at that. I haven't set it to a specific person yet, so anyone can do it. I don't know if it'll get much faster than that. Will it just... what will it do? Will it just break? So I used the set interval thing. So it takes 10 milliseconds. 10 milliseconds to increment by 1 point or 1 degree. I mean 1 power. 1% of the power. It's probably still getting faster. Yeah. Yeesh. They each call adds more intervals. It should have well, that's just because I didn't add a flag to stop it listening. So basically, if I go back up to where it's saying angle, it starts power. But I haven't set the power to say if I've received a power, stop power or stop listening for angle. Currently there's only a flag to prevent people from typing power before angle, because I have to set the angle first. But that's obviously something that I will take into account. I'm definitely going to stop people from typing again after they've typed in once. The same with the doors. I have a stop listening and start listening function because I don't want them to cheat. That is something. I wonder if the other ones are getting... oh, the other ones are equally as fast. Look at those sticks. They're having a field day. I don't think it'll... I don't actually know what it will do if it gets too fast. I'm assuming it might just crash or something. I did have the output of the angle outputting to console, but I think it's running multiple... oh, you can see it like start going Like, the bottom part of it is already, like, solid. Actually, I think we should be able to check. I don't think I have access to that console, but I might have. Yikes. Wait, 6.3%? I'm assuming this is the one here. 4.7%. $9.4. We're approaching 10%. 12. Okay, nice. Twitch plays break this university's computer. No, it won't break it. I severely doubt it. This is an i7, I think. 7700. I like how, look at this. It's like making it this cool pattern. But this line is having a panic attack. Look at this. It's like there's... Oh. What's it doing? I hope you don't get globaled for this. Wait, I should be able to spam it because I'm in I won't have a cooldown. Whoa. What just happened? Did it just go back to being... Wait, I didn't see that. I didn't slow it down. We have the same command. Is it just going so quickly that you can't see? Is your refresh rate lining up or something? Oh look, it's starting to do something glitchy. Is it slowing down even more? Yeah, it's definitely... No. Okay, it's getting out of sync again. So it's definitely been adding up. Look at that. It's destabilizing. Must stop the line. Oh, that sped it up. What's that so weird? Like, you've gone like full circle. Let me see. Okay, we've come full circle. Kind of. Nah, it still looks a lot faster than it was before. That stick is raving. I see. Look how fast that's going though. Damn. I want to see it line up again. Ooh. If you look at close enough, it's like the center is moving around slightly, which is super cool. Like where it's touching each other. It's like an audio visualizer. I think you missed when I was trying to actually achieve this low bar on stream, and the first few times I was trying to make it, the bar was just spazzing out really badly, and it was like it didn't stop the first time. I started out making a game and ended up with this, and this is so much better. Like you said, this is art. I think we should just scrap everything else and present this to the world. It's beautiful. It's like clapping. I think we've brought something new into this world. It's peaking at about 18. It's definitely going up. I wonder how much it'll be until Chrome says no more. Oh god. Well, we're approaching the... how should I say? The second singularity of when it just becomes one whole bar again. Oh, it's becoming a bar again. Oh, there it is. The singularity. CPU is... going down, which is weird. Maybe it's because it's rendering less? I don't know. And glue. I think when it has to render like a bunch of lines flickering. Pull up the Chrome developer tools. Alright. So that is tools, I'm assuming, somewhere. Where is it? I just saw it. Oh, it's there. Okay, where's performance? Click the record button. Okay. How long should I let it record for? A minute? Okay, I'll stop it at 80 seconds. Or 90 seconds. A minute and a half. Oh god. Okay, explain this to me. What am I looking at? Oh, yikes. It should show all the times JavaScript was called. Frames? Oh god. Lag. Interactions. You have many functions in the queue. Yeah. Oh god, it's just lagging. It's always cooling. Oh, here we go. Is that what you mean? It's kind of just like one solid color. It's very pretty looking. Look at that. This is like one solid color down here. Yikes. Cool tree. Event log. Oh my god, look at all of that. I'm tempted to see what will happen if you write power. We've been calling so many angles. I wonder what will happen to it. You could probably make like a script that just makes this keep going. I could make it build up on its own. There should be a speedrun. Right. I'm gonna close these tabs. And I still need to update that, or make that bomb. Okay, just checking my phone for the time. It's just gone past 3. Right, I need to I'll quickly do this, otherwise I'll go to sleep and be like, I need to know what it'll look like. I'll call this player 1 bomb. Anim bomb, tween max 2, player 1 bomb, 1 second. So X value is already, we know where it's going. Y value, we want it to go down to the ground, which is around 750. We'll call it 750. Set timeout. About to sneeze. And I didn't sneeze. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Set timeout. 2000. Oh no, it'll be longer than that. Alright, I think that is in the right place. Let's just check. Yeah, I'm just calibrating. My mic just went a bit weird, so I just disconnected it and plugged it back in. Wow. That is not what I wanted it to do. I thought the X was supposed to go to... Hold on, sorry. My mic's going a bit weird. Huh, okay. So let's see, I'm gonna actually just change this to 1000 and ignore that and have this. I don't know why it's making relative. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, you know why? I bet it's because of the... Let me just duplicate this. As a test. Player 1 bomb. Because that will be where it lands. And it's almost been 3 hours. Nice. And we'll make this take 2 seconds, or 3 seconds. Angle, power. Why is it appearing up there? That's strange. Let me just make this an absolute value, like 500. Huh, okay, so it does move like that. Oh, right. So I need to make it move to the center. So micro 500 was the distance it was moving, but that was on the side. Right. So if I put 640, it should be the center. And 750 was a bit low, so I will do 500. So it should be on the red line now. Okay. I don't need this. Actually, I'll do out. And make it 2 seconds. And make this a bit lower, 650. I think this might have finally stopped because of the power, me typing power. It's definitely something to look into. I should probably make it go out a bit first. Yeah, I'll do that. So what I want it to do is go out towards the center and then come down. We'll give it a delay of 0.5. It's not that fluid looking yet, but I'm gonna try and improve on it, I guess, with some more animation tweaking or whatever. And then obviously I can animate the bomb itself, make it like squidgy or whatever. But yes, it is 3:15, so I should probably head off, but thank you Micro for your help. You've been immensely helpful, and I really appreciate it. And it is getting closer to hopefully what will be a fun game. Oh, that toad. Nice. Wait, is that toad with the... Oh, it's a toad sleeping. I thought he was holding some kind of gun or something. Yikes. Yes, thank you again, and I will hopefully catch you soon. And I will definitely save this drawing so that I remember your octagon idea. Which you will be credited for if I do make it. Philosophical thing. Hidden path. Something. I'll just call it Micro 500. Yes, thank you and see you the next time.